And one of the most sought after stones that we're going to be talking about today. Back to natural stones today, because you know me, I'm half sparkle, half glam, and half metaphysical hippie. Yes, all the hearts coming up for that. So I love my natural stones as well, and that's what we're talking about today. And like I said, one of the most rare and sought after stones we're talking about, blue tanzanite. We've got it here today, and look how huge this is. I mean, this is amazing. Artisan collection of India. So we've got blue tanzanite today. I also have a collection, a trio of aquamarine, blue tanzanite, and rose quartz. So if you need some love, if you're feeling the love, rose quartz is great for that with those metaphysical properties. You know, I love to do a little preview of what we're going to be showing you before we get started. So of course you saw this mega ring, which I will actually get to first. We have this amazing kind of tennis bracelet with the blue tanzanite, and gemstone collectors, you're going to want to grab this. And of course, you can always get more information on these little icons, or down here in the corner with the little squares and the magnifying glass, you can get detailed pictures and of course, add them to your cart. So we have the collection of the pendant, this gorgeous silver cobra chain as well, which are sold separately, so you can get them separate. And of course, these 3 stone, I wouldn't even call it a stone, it's like chunk. You get a chunk of rose quartz, a chunk of the blue tanzanite, and a chunk of the aquamarine natural stones as well. And a little rose quartz love. I wish I had a darker display here, but yeah, some rose quartz here on a necklace. So we will get to all of that, and you saw the hearts popping up as well. You can show me the love there with the hearts whenever you like something, love something, want more of something. But we're going to get started right away on this Wednesday with, of course, what I teased right off the top, because this is one of those gasp-worthy moments when you have a blue tanzanite like this big. This is one of our top rated. It is a blue tanzanite free form, which means it's kind of its natural stone. It's not faceted, in sterling silver from Artisans of India. I mean, look how thick and big this piece is. I mean, wow. The Artisans collection, if you're familiar, they highlight creative masterpieces from countries all over the world. This one is exotic. This one is exclusive, of course, to JTV. But blue tanzanite, you guys, if you are new to JTV, or if you're just new to gemstones in general, blue tanzanite is only available in like a 5-mile strip in Tanzania. So that's where it's commercially viable to source from. It is mined at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. So this is a free-form, rough, blue tanzanite ring. I mean, this is thick. Now, each one is going to be different. So when you order it, yours might be a little bigger. Who knows? Might be a little thinner, might be a little wider. So I can show you what mine measures right here, just under, like I'd say, just over 1/2 inch across. But it's different for everybody because these are freeform. They're rough. It's smoothed out a little bit on the sides there. So it is a little smooth on the sides in this setting. But these are all handcrafted. Mined, like I said, out of the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. You get this rich blue, this purple. You get flashes of red and gold in there. I mean, this is the artistry of Mother Nature at its finest. And I know that gemstone collectors go crazy over blue tanzanite. It's really hard to find. And it's typically really, really expensive. And particularly to get a stone of this size. I've seen stones of this size sold for more than $260. This one is on sale today, 34% off, JTV, $119.99. Yeah, Shane says the mine is currently not producing. Wow, except for smaller artisanal operations, but nowhere near what came out earlier in the century. Yeah, because there's probably not a lot left, right, Shane? I mean, this is really rare to get your hands on something this size, especially at the price. We've got sizes 5 through 12 on this one. Collectors, you're going to want to grab this. And if you say, well, I have rings already, find a finger. I'm telling you, find a finger to get this massive, rough blue tanzanite freeform in sterling silver, offered at $119.99. I mean, just wow on this one. And, if rings aren't your jam, the beauty of the bracelet itself is so great. You're going to get eight of these free form boss finger ring, right, Shane? You're going to get free form, 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. Each one is about 10 by 12 millimeters. Typically, a rough cut tanzanite, blue tanzanite of this size, is going to be a whole ring. And typically a ring with a solitaire of that size in blue tanzanite, it's probably going to be like $200, $150 at least. These are hand wrapped. Really, when we say artisan collection, we really do mean artisan collection. So this is hand wrapped in sterling silver. So there's no prongs on this one. Each artisan wraps this silver around the rough cut stones there. And you can see it's oxidized a little bit to get kind of that darker around, to give that textured look around each freeform stone there. Again, you're going to get 8 of these. It's an 8-inch bracelet here. Has the traditional lobster clasp. Sterling silver. So if you know anything about sterling silver, that's a lot. This is long. 8 inches plus you're getting a 2-inch or about 1.25 inches. This is a 2-inch extender. A 2-inch extender on this one. We're talking about 19 grams of silver just in the bracelet alone. And if you look at the finishing on the undergallery too, so beautiful. The light coloring, just how the light goes through this raw form tanzanite. I mean, thank you, Mother Nature, right? I can't believe we can give it at this price, that offered at this price. So the bracelet is a top rated, of course. JTV originally had it at $376. Again, you guys, blue tanzanite, right? Denise, love it. It's beautiful. Blue tanzanite, so rare, so sought after. This is being offered at $246.99. And like I said, each one of these is like its own ring. Like you could make a ring, a good size ring out of each one of these little stones here. And 8 inches is big. I would only need about 6.5 of these. So for me, I would probably go take it to a jeweler. I could just do this lobster clasp right here. I'd have 2 extras, make a ring, make a pendant out of it. So collectors, if you have smaller wrists like me, you can clip it right there, have 2 extras, take it to a jeweler, make a ring and make a pendant, or just keep this as a pendant, whatever you'd like. So you're going to get 2 of these extra, or if you need a 7-inch, you'll have that 1 extra there. And all this extra silver. Like I said, about 19 grams of silver. Artisan wrapped, freeform, blue tanzanite. Now, JTV tells me I have to be really careful when I talk about this, but I'm a metaphysical hippie. So I know that my people watching are like that as well. So I have to say it is believed, and when I say believed, I believe blue tanzanite helps you remain centered in your heart's wisdom. It also helps activate your third eye. So it's very helpful with that. And it's known to bring vibrations of joy. And I can tell you that just kind of holding it, it does. I mean, being so rare and being so loved and cared for just by the artisans of India, I just love feeling this. Right? The legal department thanks you. Shane says, oh yes, I sat down with the legal department to make sure I could talk about this and how to talk about this. Yes. But I do love the metaphysical properties, or at least the believed metaphysical properties of these natural stones. That's why I begged JTV when I was hired to be able to talk about and use some of the natural stones and have some of the natural stones on my shows, because I do love the love that come out of Mother Nature and come out of the ground. So blue tanzanite being offered at crazy, crazy prices, because when you think about it, the price of labor has gone up, especially overseas. The price of the stones themselves. And as Shane mentioned in the comments earlier, there's just not a lot of blue tanzanite left in the ground. I mean, Mother Nature is running out here, people, especially of the big fatties like this baby here that I mentioned before. Top rated, one of these rings, the blue freeform tanzanite, being offered at only $119.99. Again, one of the collector pieces that you just got to find a finger for, because this is one of those that you got to grab onto and get it while you can. amazing. Like I said, if you missed it earlier, blue tanzanite is only mined in about a 5-mile stretch in the Tanzania at the bottom of Mount Kilimanjaro. So there's not a lot of places in the world that you can get blue tanzanite. Now, moving on to this collection here has blue tanzanite in it as well. So if you're not into the big chunky pieces, or maybe this is out of your price range, 2 of these 3 items right now are on clearance. So if you're maybe not going to go for the big chunky pieces of blue tanzanite, but you want to get in on this, this is maybe something that you can go for. 3 different pieces here and 3 different metaphysical natural stones with 3 different properties, which I love. So let me just show you the 3-stone ring first. I love this one. Of course, we have the freeform blue tanzanite. You've got your, where is it? Up here? Up here is the pink rose quartz, and you've got your aquamarine as well, which is the birthstone of March, I believe, all set in sterling silver. For me, I love the calming, serene colors of this one. It's really fresh looking, I think. This one says spring and summer to me. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick of this cold. It's raining right now in Las Vegas, where I'm streaming live from. I know there's an ice storm right now in Michigan, where my mama is from. And so a lot of places, I'm headed to Arizona, not in a few days, tomorrow, I think, for my birthday trip, and it's snowing there as well. So a lot of places are experiencing cold. And so I love this ring because it says fresh, it says spring, it says calm, it says wear me in summer. And I think we need a little dose of spring and summer, but you're going to get 3 stones. And when I say stones, I really mean chunks of the aquamarine, the rose quartz, and again, that rare and sought after blue tanzanite. Knoxville too, 70 degrees in Knoxville. Shane says, Shane is at JTV. He's my moderator in there. So if you have a question and maybe I miss it because I'm too hooked up here with the jewelry, then he can answer your questions as well. So again, clicking on these icons will get you more information, and it will allow you to see the jewelry more close up and put them in your carts. Because I want you to be able to see this kind of cobblestone, kind of hammered look to this silver. Each one of these stones, again, we're talking about artisans, is hand rolled in sterling silver. So again, each one is mined and hand rolled. These raw stones, nothing is faceted. Aquamarine now, if you believe in the metaphysical properties, is known to be good for calming and cooling. Maybe for hot flashes, maybe if you're angry about something, it could, if you believe, help you to calm down, possibly. It can activate your throat chakra and help with clear communication as well. And rose quartz for me, it is the stone of love. If you need to surround yourself with some love, activate that heart chakra, release anger or stress, the rose quartz is believed by metaphysical hippies like myself to do that as well. It will envelope yourself in love, whether that's for yourself or your partner or people around you. Yeah, and Shane, that's a good one. Sailors carried aquamarine to protect themselves while at sea. So I love this ring. And guys, I believe this one is on clearance. And I think I need it for summer. It's so great for summer or spring. I know that someone said they were going to wear it for Easter on the reviews. Size 5 through 12. 51% off right now. It's actually on clearance, being offered at $64.99. I think last time I saw this on JTV once, it sold out at like $99. And right now it's on clearance, being offered at $69.99. So cool. I'm gonna leave this on actually. And go to the earrings. Now, let me tell you why the earrings are so special. Because look at how similar the shapes are. Again, these are natural stones. They have not been cut. They have not been faceted. These are natural stones. So trying to match the color, trying to match the shapes, trying to match the depth and the shade, that is really, really difficult. Look how closely perfect these are matched in color, in shade, in shape. Not just the aquamarines on top, but the blue tanzanite in the middle. And then you move down to the bottom, the rose quartz. Can you imagine if you were one of the artisans, how difficult it is to match these stones to find the perfect pair of earrings? Yeah, it would be easy to just throw them on and say, oh yeah, they're freeform, they're rough cut, you know, so it doesn't really matter if they match. It doesn't really matter if they're close in shape and size and color. But no, of course, artisans of India, they're kind of perfectionists, right? And they have such exquisite quality. They take the time to find and search through every single natural stone coming out of Mother Nature and to match the depth, the shade, the shape, the best they can. So again, you've got the aquamarine on top, you've got the blue tanzanite in the middle, very rare and sought after, and you have the rose quartz on the bottom. So these are the earrings, again, on clearance. Natural gemstones. These pair of earrings, of course, you got the fish hooks there, so really easy to put on. And you've got that cobblestone kind of hammered look on the side, hand wrapped. Each stone hand wrapped by artisans. $119.99 is what these are on clearance for. $119.99. And you can see how thick these are too. Let me just try, and like I said, each one is going to vary. So the ones that you order might be a little bit different, but you can see how thick they are too. I mean, this one is about a 1/4 inch. This aquamarine on top, about a 1/4 inch. It's going to vary. So yours might be a little bigger. Yours might be just a tiny bit lighter, a little bit darker, but they're all going to have that care that went into trying to find the exact shape and size to match perfectly. The drop here, we're looking at about, let's see, about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches maybe, on mine. They're all going to be about that size for you. If you want some more information, click on the icon up here. And if you don't see the icon and you're like, what is she talking about? And you don't see the squares down here with the little magnifying glass, you're probably watching on social media, Facebook or Instagram, then you can click on the link that is in the description. Usually Shane puts that up there, and that will take you to jtv.com/extra. That's where the streaming is, and you will have all the functionality so you can add it to your cart, and you can get them because they're not going to last very long, especially the big fatty tanzanite rings here, because all the collectors are going to swap them up because these are the sought after. These raw stones here are the ones that people are just going to, like I said, find a finger girl because you're going to want to get them. All right, so the earrings, like I said, about 1.25 inches are the ones that I am on. The whole drop itself is a lot longer. So from the ear, it's looking like about 2.25 inches from my earlobe, but the stones themselves are about 1.25 inches. Lots of light catching through. Oh, and I want to tell you, they're not heavy. They're very, very light, so they're not going to stretch out your earlobes. Because when I first saw them, I thought, sterling silver, natural gemstones, they're going to be really heavy, right? And it's going to hurt, going to stretch out your earlobes. These don't. They're actually very, very light. I was really, really surprised. So on sale right now, on clearance rather, $119.99. And of course, you're probably staring at this gorgeous pendant that is in the similar design of the earrings here. Freeform, again, rough aquamarine, blue tanzanite, and your rose quartz there in sterling silver. This one on sale as well, not quite on clearance, but save 32% at $126.99. And again, each stone hand rolled by artisans of India. This is an exclusive line here at JTV. I love that the reviews online, especially, the artisans lines have their fans. And there was one by a lady named Donna, and it said, look, I'm very picky. I'll admit I'm very picky. And she says, Artisans of India is extremely great quality. And I love how it's different too. Everyone is going to have something unique because we're talking everything is handmade. Now, if you've watched my show before, you know I have these magnets here. This Cobra chain, sterling silver, chain here. It has a lobster clasp, a normal traditional lobster clasp. I use these little magnets because it's just easier and faster for me to take it on and off for you. But this beautiful silver Cobra chain is sold separately. So the pendant is sold separately than the Cobra chain. The pendant is offered at $126.99. This beautiful Cobra chain $117.99. 19 grams of silver we're talking about here. 18 inches with a 2-inch extender. Gorgeous, of course, with this stacked natural stone of aquamarine, blue tanzanite, and your rose quartz. And again, as I mentioned before, the blue tanzanite is good for opening up and centering, opening up your heart chakra and centering yourself, if you believe in the metaphysical properties. Aquamarine is good for calming and cooling, and sometimes it's believed to open up your throat chakra and help you with clearer communication. So if you feel like no one's listening to you, aquamarine might be your jam, or maybe you are a March baby and that is your birthstone. And rose quartz will help you feel the love with that metaphysical property, if that is what you believe. You're welcome, legal department. Yes, and Shane says it's a lot of these things are on clearance, so click the thumbnails for information. The earrings are on clearance, and the ring is on clearance as well. Now, this is the rose quartz chip necklace as well. And these are little tiny chips. These are pretty big chips. They are polished, so they're smooth, but they're a really light color of rose quartz chips. These are 18 inches with the 2-inch extender. It does have the traditional lobster clasp there. Of course, I'm again wearing it with the magnet because I just think it is, it's easier to get on and off. But what I want to show you is how cool would it be to kind of layer this, right? Because you have this 18-inch extender, I would think it's really cool to layer this. If you have the 18-inch extender, wear the rose quartz maybe on the shorter setting, and then have this pendant with the rose quartz on the bottom layered with this cobra sterling silver chain, and of course this rough Artisans of India 3-stone necklace. I just think this is really, really cool way to layer, way to welcome in spring with these serene, calming, beautiful, bright colors that are just catching the light there. Like I said, natural cut. There's no prongs on any of the jewelry here. There's the prongs on the ring, but the other stuff is just the hand wrapped and hand rolled with the sterling silver. All right, the shows are supposed to be 20 minutes, but you know, I'm a little bit extra. And let me show you just real quick, because I think this is super cool, how I would be a little bit extra and how I would wear this, because it's just how I roll, to be a little extra. Now, because this pendant has this large opening here, this large silver opening, I would rock this pendant on the rose quartz chip necklace, because why not? You just gotta kind of wiggle it through there, because why have it on plain silver when you can have it on the rose quartz and be a little extra like that? So I just love this. The pendant is sold separately, so there is no chain that comes with the pendant. So you can kind of wear it if you wanted to with the rose chip necklace on it as well. So I just think that's pretty cool. Or you can just do it more traditional on the cobra chain here, the sterling silver, and do that, or layer them like I showed you earlier. So that's what we got today. The blue tanzanite ring, so gorgeous. I love this one. It's a collector's dream because it's so huge. It's in its natural form. Offered at $119. I've seen this ring sell for $260. Amazing. You get the 8-stone bracelet, which for me, because I have a skinny little wrist, I would have 2 of these 10 by 12 oval kind of solitaires left over once I had it sized, make it into a ring or a pendant. This one is being offered at $246.99. Again, blue tanzanite, only mined in a 5-mile stretch at the bottom of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, and there's not a lot left. Mother Nature is kind of running out. So it is good to get in on tanzanite, blue tanzanite, right now. I know collectors are doing this. This is all part of the Artisan collection of India. I love this 3-stone ring. You get your blue tanzanite, aquamarine, pink rose quartz in its free form, rough form. This is on clearance. It's sold out at $99 on JTV, offered today at $64.99. Sizes 5 through 12. You get the earrings as well. And again, I explained how difficult it is to match the size, the color, the shade of the earrings. These are natural stones. These are not grown in a lab. These are natural from the ground. The earrings are on clearance, $119.99. Again, all hand wrapped in this sterling silver by actual artisans. So gorgeous. And then, of course, the pendant, so versatile with that same vibe, being wrapped in the silver, sterling silver with that kind of cobblestone design on the sides of it. You get your aquamarine, blue tanzanite, and rose quartz. On sale, 32% off, $126.99. I'm rocking it on the rose quartz chip necklace, $69.99, which I think is a crazy price because chip necklaces are really in right now. I've seen these for double that price. Or if you want to go the more traditional route, this is really thick Cobra sterling silver chain. Beautiful, $117.99. You're going to get 19 grams of silver on this 18-inch chain. So I hope you're feeling love today, and we will see you next Wednesday, Brunch and Bling with Courtney Perna. And if you've noticed, if you come to the show, you've noticed that we do natural stones, and then we go back to the bling, and that's seemingly going to be the pattern that we do. So we do the natural, metaphysical, hippie stones that I love, and then we go back to glam because I'm both those girls. It just depends on the day. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you next time. Brunch and Bling, Wednesdays, 1:30 Pacific time and 4:30 Eastern time. See ya. Bye.